Hello and welcome to INC Radio Faith and Melody. We are happy to have you join us as we discuss our faith and relatable topics, as well as play your favorite INC original music. Our topic today is Time to Share, and here is our first song on our playlist entitled Abound. Enjoy, and we'll be right back.
All right, we're ready?
One, two, three, four.
There may be many people losing hope these days, but I hold on to God's promises no matter what I face. Troubles in life will never weaken me, 'cause I'm a member of the INC. My hope is strong as I sing this song. For every storm that I go through in my life, I tell him all my worries and cares. Won't be afraid, for he is always with me. Instead I have from faith is possible. Nothing's unbearable. My faith and hope is in God. My hope is true. With faith I will endure day by day against any sorrows. Oh, His love and His embrace remind me I'm not alone. His love is all I will ever need. He strengthens my heart again, and so I'll obey Him. My God, whom I love. My faith and hope is in God. My hope is true. With faith I will.
To God I wanna give Him thanks for His love and His wondrous grace. With faith and hope we know He never fails us. He's brought us this far.
In our Father, yes, we can always trust.
Every day we know it's such a blessing. So until Him, all my prayers I bring. Hard trials, temptations, sufferings, but I will never stop. Abandoning hope and faith and love for God.
And hope is in God. My hope is true. With faith I will live. And hope is in God. My hope is true. With faith I will live. And hope is in God. My hope is true. With faith I will endure. Don't be afraid to take the baby steps. It's another day. Don't forget God's just a prayer away. Don't give up now. Trust the process and keep learning. And if you need a friend, we're in this together, together, together. We're in this together, together, together. We're in this together, together, together. Together as a family, in faith and melody.
Again, welcome to Faith and Melody. We just listened to the song entitled Abound, and I just noticed that one of the vocalists on this song is our very own sister Clarissa Katabai, who is from the local congregation of Portland. So, yay for Oregon! Thank you, thank you. And anyway, this I am Sister Flo Guillermo from the local congregation of Vancouver here in the District of Oregon. And we welcome you again. And wow, can you believe it? It's a new month. the third day of October. Can you believe that? And know that there are 3 more months till the end of 2024. Yeah. So, um, well, anyway, it's been just a fulfilling year already for Faith and Melody. And, thanks for letting us be a part of your morning, your afternoon, or your evening. Greetings to all of you on our avid viewers and listeners, our team live chat there. They're probably blowing up our live chats right now. Um, I'll be getting back to that one in a little bit. But I'm just so excited today. And so, part of in our show today, we'll have our wiki segment, verse of the week, INC original music, as well as our topic discussion. And it is entitled Time to Share. So, please engage with us because we would like to choose the top comments before the end of our program. And also, if you have any song request, tongue tied this morning, song request, please tag myself or Atikare there in the live chat. She'll catch that for us and ask our Kuya text to prepare these songs for you so we can play your favorite songs. And so today, I am very, very honored to have our guests joining us today. And I'll ask him to introduce himself in a little bit. I just want to just call on, I'll just keep the suspense a little bit more. I'll just call on our Auntie Care joining me. Thank you, Auntie Care, for joining us today.
Of course, Manang. Aloha kakahiyaka on this wonderful Thursday morning. I am Carolyn Shank from Sacramento, District of Northeast California. And I'm so happy to be here. I'm so glad to be here. It's kind of like old times.
Yeah. Yeah. And so how's it going there in Sacramento?
Oh, Manang, here in the West Coast here in the United States, we are going through a heat wave. So we are going to have 102 degrees Fahrenheit or 39 degrees Celsius. So we are still in the heat of the summer, even though it is fall.
Oh,
Officially, it
yeah.
is fall, right? But
Yeah.
it's still warm. It takes a long time here. We love that California sun, right?
Yes. All right. Thanks for being with us here today. And we'll go back. And I know I just kept a little bit of suspense there. Um, we are just so honored to have our brother joining us. And I'll just go ahead and have him say his name and all his greetings and what's going on there where he's from on the other end of the United States. Welcome, brother.
Good morning, good afternoon, and Magandang Gabi Po. We welcome everybody to the show. I'm in the beautiful state of North Carolina, and the weather's fine. It's in the 70s right now. The problem is the weather in certain parts of our state a few days ago was very severe. The western edge of North Carolina is still recovering. So our prayers go out to all who live in the western part of North Carolina who are recovering. I would like to say thank you. I would like to greet my lovely wife, Sister Minda. I would like to greet my 4 children, April, Michelle, AJ, and Mark. AJ is the Destinado in Woodland Hills in LAC. And I'd like to greet my 5 grandchildren. That would be Lucy, Max, Archie, who I call my grand twin because he looks so much like me, and also Penny and Andy the third. And I'd like to greet all the listeners and keep it coming in the chat. We have a lot of great chat contributions already, even complete with emojis. Everybody's quite talkative. Thank you.
Wow, we're just so happy to have you. I know um, most of our live chats or our team live chats have seen you in the live chat chatting with everyone else. So now they get to see you um, sort of in person, I guess. With put a name to the face And so, so that's so good when we get to meet our INC radio family here on Faith and Melody. And just to let everyone know that I knew brother, or I know brother Andrew back when we were in Hawaii then, and it's been quite a long time ago. And I thought maybe brother Andrew, after you left Hawaii, I didn't think that we'll cross paths again. And what a what a great place to cross paths at is here on INC Radio. And just letting you know that brother Andrew is also a host of INC Radio Virginia, and also Little Lambs as well. He joins there, and he'll be promoting that a little later also, before we end our show today. And so let's see what else is going on there in your neck of the woods. Take care.
Oh, me, we're just trying to get by with the heat today. And like you always used to say, we're at the tail end of the week. So weekends are great because there's a lot of activities going on. So we're excited for that just as well. So yeah, just getting by.
Yeah, I know the week just goes by really quickly. When I was looking at working on things that I had to do, I realized I was typing in October, and I'm like, already October, and so hitting the tail end of the week and healing, the end of 2024. It's gonna be really exciting. It's really up to us to make them exciting, and let's have fun and make it substantial as we look forward to 3 more months of 2024. And yeah, and you know what, here the fall season has started. It's sort of starting to change colors in terms of the leaves, the trees, and all of that. I'm still waiting for like the whole road or lane of trees lined up with different colors. I'm looking forward to yellow, pink, orange, things like that. So it's like a change of season. Um, but still, have a little bit of warm streaks of our temperatures still. So yeah, it was probably almost there with our fall season. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Anyways, the next part will go to our wiki segment. And so let's play the wiki bumper Kuya text.
Wiki, quick talk.
Okay. So let me ask you, Brother Andrew, since, I think we have like a Hawaiian circle here today. And Brother Andrew, do you remember hearing wiki back home in Hawaii?
Yes, but I'll tell you another story. There's a highway in Hawaii, and if you're new to Hawaii, you say it's the like highway, but it's actually pronounced the leaky highway.
That's right. Yes. Yes. You remember that, right, Atikar?
Oh,
Um,
yes, yes. I don't know if Brother Andrew knows. I was actually born in Hawaii, and I still have lots of family there. And so there is a big full circle there. And I miss home. I miss the tropics. I miss the food, everything. So just in case you didn't know, I still have part of my heart from in Hawaii. So it's I love it. I love it there. I miss it there.
all right. And so our wiki segment, wiki means or quick talk means fast. To me, hurry up. And so we're just gonna, just chat a little bit and warm up for the rest of our show. And let's get started. So our question for all of us, especially there in our live chat, how do you react to startling situations? Um, Meaning like something happens all of a sudden, and um, we don't know what's going on. And I think for me, I would react like I'm scared, and and then I start to wonder what's going on, trying to figure out. You're looking around and what's going on, and and you determine what you're gonna do. You're gonna hide, you're gonna run, but I get startled really quickly. So don't startle me, okay? Um, okay. So let me ask Andrew, how do you react with startling situations, Paul?
Well, first of all, in us, there's an instinctive fight or flight reaction that happens. What does that mean? It means your adrenaline pumps, your heartbeat increases. So you have to kind of at the same time catch your breath and pray for calmness and assess the situation. But don't fight the adrenaline. Allow your, how shall I say it, your hamstrings and your other muscles to kind of vibrate and flex and get ready. In case something dangerous happens, then you can take the physical reaction. But emotionally, control yourself so you can assess the situation. And that's how I react when I'm startled.
What about you? I took care. What do you do when you get startled? How do you react?
Me actually, I'm like what Brother Andrew says. I'm a little calm. It'll startle me, and then I'll look around. Okay, what's going on? Like he says, assess the situation. If I have people running to me, I look over them ahead and see what's going on. What's going on? And with me, I'm a curious person. I'm very curious, so I'll go and go towards the running people because I want to see what's going on, what's happening out there that is making everyone run. So for me, I head on. That's to be startled and go and see the situation. What do I need to do? Unless there's like a bunch of bees coming in, and I'll run. I'll run as well. But for me, I'm curious, so I want to see what's happening. And you have to assess the situation and stay calm, so you could be able to think of what's the next step of what to do. So that
Mhm.
that'd be me.
Yeah, pretty much that's what it is. Like even like I remember I experienced my first earthquake in Hawaii. It wasn't big or anything, but I felt it. I got started like, oh, what happened? What's going on? It was just one of those calm weekends and sitting down just watching TV with my children. And next thing you know, you feel like something's weird, and you're startled like, oh my god, it's an earthquake. We found out it was an earthquake later, but I really got startled because I'm not used to that kind of feeling. It's sudden for me, and so the earthquake. So imagine if there was a no, no, let's not say that here. But yeah, so like for brother Andrew, you have skills that I know you're from the military, and does those reactions that when you respond, does those all of that kick in for you?
Well, actually, I have three different sets of skills. I worked for 9 months as a part of a year off from college in Alaska, and part of my duties was to run out to a pump station and turn on water if there was an emergency. So I kind of, at that time, I knew how to react quickly through that. At the same time, I played rugby in college, and at the same time, I was a United States Marine for 6 years. So let's just say I'm used to getting up and running to a certain direction, dodging certain things, uh, feeling physical impact and reacting. But still, you feel the adrenaline just as much, but you kind of get more used to it and how to handle it.
Okay. Oh, good to have skills, when reacting to things like that. Wow. Thank you very much. All right. Really quickly, I'm gonna ask Atikare, what's our live chat saying about, reacting to starting situations?
They're actually all greeting each other, saying hello at the moment, and
Okay.
yeah, they're still waking up. They're still coming in to the program, and probably just getting the question. So, Ohana out there, the question is, how do you react to a startling situation? Maybe Manangflo will give them a few more minutes for Ohana to
To
answer that. But
answer.
I did want to bring up a little teeny tiny story about reacting when me and Kuya Dave first were married, I don't know if I know he's probably listening or he'll will listen to this. Is we were in LA actually, and we were sleeping, and there was an earthquake. It was the funny thing is he reacted. He jumped off the bed and just like panicked. He's like, "Oh, what do I do? What happens? What do we do?" And I told him, "Calm down. It's a normal earthquake in California. Give it a few minutes. We're gonna have a second wave." And he's like, "Oh wow, what earthquake?" He was just like didn't know what to do, and he was just all over the room. And I was like, "Just hold on." So then the second wave comes along, and he goes, "Is that it?" And I said, "That's it. It's done. Go back to bed. It's all good. It's all good." So it's one of those you just gotta assess the situation, and because I mean, you said earthquake. I remember that story from years back. So it was just one of those you don't forget. So yeah, you just gotta assess that situation. So I think we have a few. We
Yeah.
have some answers here. Um, Sister Mary Jane Angeles, she says, "Stay calm so we can think properly and pray." Wow, yeah, that's
Right.
good. Just pray. Ati Des, our executive producer, aloha kakahiya kati. She says, "Run,
Run, run for your
run,
life.
run for your life." Right? She says, "Run." And Kuya Rod says the situational awareness. Just smile. Kuya Rod is a smiler, so any situation, Kuya Rod will probably just smile at the situation and take care of it. Yeah, so that's I mean, they're still they're still trying to get their answers out there, but yeah, that's those are some of the answers out there, Manang Flo.
Okay. Let's close out our wiki segment, and Kuya Tex will play that bumper.
Wiki. Quick talk.
All right. And so what we'll do is say hello to our team live chat. And let's see. Oh, okay. I think we're seeing some answers now. You're right. I take care. They're just warming up here. All right. Let's read some of that and greet our team live chat as well. So Arcuya J Esperanza, he says, I don't often get startled. So when so what he does is I figure out if there was a way to have been better prepared. So it could be any situation. Ate Zenaida says, I stay calm and check my surroundings. Ate Katlea, hi, good morning. I normally stay still and take a look around to observe what's happening before sending a message to my husband about what I think has happened. True. So basically, a lot of us are like assessing what's going on. All right. Thank you for all your answers. We'll have a lot more questions to ask of you. So hang tight on that one while I say hello. And of course, we heard from Ati Zanaida, Ati Katlea, Kuya J. Also, I'd just like to greet Sister Mary Jane Angeles from Hillsboro, Oregon. She is the wife of Brother Danny J. Angeles, a minister of the gospel there in the local congregation of Hillsboro. And let's go up here to our, um, let's see, who was our first one there? Actually, first honor. We have a first honor. I think it is. What I see here on my live chat is Ate Jazel Japones. I hope I'm right. Hello, Ate Jazel from the District of Mediterranean. Hello, Kuya Brian from Washington, D.C. Um, and she already have a song request, so we have that ready. Thank you for that. And Ate Melby, good morning to you. And saying hello to everyone there. Hi, Aislinn. I hope you're doing well with the little kiddos there. She is from Burlingame, Bay Area, California. She's at work right now, but wanted to pop in and say hello to all of us. Of course, for me, she's my niece, so she's calling me Auntie Flo. So good to see her here, and please take care. And of course, our Ate Des Asenas, our executive producer, thank you. She says, Aloha, e como mai. And that means, e como mai means welcome. That's right. I'm like, I've been away from Hawaii for a while, so I'm still learning my Hawaiian terminology or Hawaiian greetings. So I'll get there. And I know Ate Des always mentions uh, Hawaii greetings. So thank you for that. Um, okay. All right. We're going to go ahead and what we're going to do is go on a musical break. And we're going to play 3 songs. Because we have a song request. And so we're going to play the following INC original music. I'm not sure what order our Kuya texts have it, but um, it will be entitled Let Us Not Worry. And Halika na Kaibigan means come on, friend. And then Luha ng Kagalakan, requested by Atis Zanaida Noves Terrace from Greater Toronto. And Luha ng Kagalakan, I think that's like joy, tears of joy, or happy tears, or uh, just joyous. I'm going to use that word. All right. Please enjoy these 3 songs. And Kuya Tex, take it away.
God knows us more than we know our own selves. He knows us well and everything about pusing naghihintay. Halina kaibigan, sana ng kaligtasan. Magkasama nating tuparin ang ating tungkulin. Ang ating una ay puno ng pag-ibig. Tayo'y kanyang lahat, kaya tayo'y magbago buhay na. Alam kong nais mong tumahan sa pangako niyang bayan. Ngayon ang tamang panahon na sa iglesia ay umanib na. Kaming lahat ay nasasabik sa kaligtasang papalapit. Kaya kaibigan, halika na at kamtin pagpapala niya. Halina kaibigan, sana ng kaligtasan. Magkasama nating tuparin ang ating tungkulin. Ang ating una ay puno ng pag-ibig. Tayo'y kanyang lahat, kaya tayo'y magbago buhay na. Huwag nang magkanilangan pa, sa iglesia ni Cristo umanib na. Pagkat sa iglesia'y may pangako siya, kung ibuhay ang katwiran niya. Sa kaparusahan tayo'y ililigtas niya. Halina kaibigan, sana ng kaligtasan. Magkasama nating tuparin ang ating tungkulin. Ang ating una ay puno ng pag-ibig. Tayo'y kanyang lahat, kaya tayo'y magbago. Halina kaibigan, sana ng kaligtasan. Magkasama natin tuparin ang ating tungkulin. Ang ating una ay puno ng pag-ibig. Tayo'y kanyang lahat, kaya tayo'y magbago buhay na.
Your requested song, our favorites, Faith and Melody Heartbeats.
Tayo'y aming gilas sa bigat, sa pitik ng sandali.
requested song, our favorites, Faith and Melody Heartbeats.
And welcome back to Faith and Melody. And we heard quite a bit of beautiful songs today. Let us not worry, halika ng kaibigan, and luha ng kagalakan. We hope you enjoyed that. And we're going to just dive into our topic discussion. And so I'm so glad that we have our brother Andrew from the District of Virginia and our Auntie Care from North District of Northeast California. And and of course, we got the Hawaiian vibes, our Hawaiian connection here, joining us here. And we also have more that has joined us there in our live chat. So just wanted to stop there and say hello to them before we get on to our questions. And we are seeing our brother Mark Anthony Olaviaga from the District of South Africa. Wow, thank you so much. And then we have Ate Tony Rose from Northern Midwest. I know she's in Sterling Heights, Michigan, right? Yeah. And also, who else I saw? Brother Nathaniel Russell from South Central States. Thank you for joining us. And then I thought I saw. Oh yes, we have a Ka Adelaide coming in from Kabalan, Sambales South. And then I saw another one. I take care. There's so much that's going there. Sister Lexi Aquesta from, um, actually, she is from the local congregation of Albany, but she's also goes to Roseburg Group Worship Service and Eugene Group Worship Service. She's the wife of our multimedia advisor, Brother Paulo Aquesta. Thank you for joining. And I saw one more that was joining us from the Philippines. Um, if you got that one, I take care.
It might be
Oh,
Sister Doxa
yeah,
Yendo. Maybe that's her. Yes, yes. She's like a regular now. She comes every day. Every day she's there. So thank you
she's a regular.
for joining.
Hmm.
Yes, yes.
She's from coming in from local of Cabanatuan, district of Cabanatuan City, Nueva Ecija. Thank you for joining us. I know it's 12:43 a.m. So it's like late night, but it's early morning. So thank you for sharing your time with us, and hopefully, don't fall asleep on us. So that way you'll enjoy our conversation. All right. And so they say that, time is gold. We hear that quite a bit because, we say time is precious. And and a lot of people equate time with money and that every work should be paid. So, how do you feel about volunteering or working without pay? Um, we want to ask our audience there in our live chat also. How do you feel about that? We volunteer our time, we don't get paid for it. That's what volunteering is, work without pay. And so, for me, I've experienced volunteering um, when I was a student. Um, I was a student in high school trying to, fill my time with summer, and I volunteered. But for me, I think volunteering is is a great way to um, gain experience, and without pay, that's okay. Because then, sometimes the experience you gain more, and maybe without pay, I really don't mind if you're going into the mindset of volunteering. How about for my panelists here? What's your insight regarding that?
I would say, Sister Flo and Sister Care, that volunteering is very fulfilling. But I want to cite an example where some brethren volunteered and helped out a family member of mine. In the first year of the ministerial preparatory class that was held in Sacramento, my third child, brother AJ, was fortunate enough to be in that class. And um, we were down in Bakersfield at that time, and it's a distance from Bakersfield to Sacramento. It's drivable, but you couldn't do it every day. And the brethren in Sacramento took such good care of our son, brother AJ, and we will never forget how they volunteered to help him out. And they were so kind. So maraming salamat po to the brethren of Sacramento. Now about what I've done, INC giving, it is so much fun to clean up when you adopt a highway, the side of the road. I've picked up car tires, car bumpers, along with the more usual things of soda cans, bottles, trash, and so on and so forth. And now the Ecclesiastical District of the Caribbean told me about something they did. They did a coastal cleanup in Miami, and they talked about not only how they felt doing it, but how it was so beneficial to the fish and other aquatic creatures to remove that plastics, because plastic does so many bad things to the animals in our environment. So the District of the Caribbean has done many cleanups to address that situation. And all I can say is every time I'm involved with INC Giving or Care for Humanity or the FYM Foundation, whatever I do, I feel totally fulfilled. Volunteering without salary, you get paid much more in being enriched, in feeling right, in feeling good about yourself and good about life and good about what you've done. It is work without regret. I'm not sure what you think, Sister Kara and Sister Flo.
I like that work without regret. What do you feel about that, Atikar? What you think about that?
Well, you know me. I am a stay-at-home mom for the past 24 years, so there is definitely without pay. But it is about the feeling of doing something good for my family, and you know, b- it's not a volunteer, but it is something that I do from my heart because it is my family. There is no pay. There is always overtime. There's no what do you call raises or days off or vacations. And to do that and to take care of my family and to see the end result of now that they are young adults and they're doing very well, very active and healthy, and what more could you ask for? What more could you ask for with that? Um, it is about doing things for others, um, volunteering. Uh, and then you see that the satisfaction that they have again, like brother Andrew says, work without regret. Do it without regret, and it's a good feeling, Manang Flo.
It is a good feeling, and I just wanted to share Sister Felma Tubiera from the local congregation of Be Within here in Oregon. Thank you for joining. She says the fact that you sign up for volunteering means you expect not to get paid. It's an act of compassion and humanity to help others out of the goodness of your heart. And yeah, that is definitely the definition of volunteering. I love that. Kuya Rod Kahayag says volunteering feels awesome, whether it'll be for church activities or for other events outside of church. When you see the smiles and the people's appreciation of such an awesome feeling, it is fulfilling. It's definitely fulfilling. And one of the things that I volunteered for, I mentioned earlier that summertime, I was maybe a little too young to find real work. So I decided to volunteer a couple of my summers. So, and back then I thought I was planning to be a librarian. That was my career of choice at that time. And mind you, I was only like 13, 14 at that time, trying to figure out my life. And I said, you know what? I love the environment of the library because it's quiet. Um, so I volunteered my time, couple summers in a row, and I gained a lot learning. Just the fact that you have that feeling of like you're going to work. getting dressed, getting on the bus, going to the library, signing in for work. Actually, that made me appreciate that it helped me gain skills. It helped me appreciate those who do come into the library, and I get to help them. And it's a lot of things that you gain from just volunteering anywhere, whether you're outside of the church or at work, even at our work. Although we're getting paid, there are times when we go in for to volunteer our time, and so we have things like we pack, um, sandwiches, make sandwiches and pack sandwiches for those who are less fortunate, and we get to do that. And when you get to do that and say, they're going to enjoy the sandwich, and you're making the sandwich, and oh, they're going to enjoy the sandwich, and they're going to have a stomach filled, and they're happy, and so I'm happy, and so it makes everyone happy, right? When you're volunteering. And you want to say something, Brother Andrew?
Yes, Sister Levy Smith. I believe now she's in Burlingame, but this is in the 1990s in Chicago. She's a nurse practitioner, was at that time. And what she did was she bought flu shots and she gave them to the brethren all for free. She shouldered the entire cost, and out of the kindness of her heart, helped us so that we would not be ill from the flu. And that I found to be amazing. Also, there's a couple really neat in the chat. Brother Mark Anthony Gonzalez Aliavaga says, work without regret is such a great statement. And we know that feeling, Paul, we don't count the number of times we volunteer, nor do we expect payment. It is a blessing to do good. Brother, Sister Des Asinas, who I believe is also from Burlingame, said, I volunteered as a tax preparer, and that was one of the most surprising and the bold thing I did. No skills at first, just willingness and curiosity. Gained skills, met people, and helped out a lot of people. And there's other comments that you may choose to read, Sister
Yes.
Flo or Sister Care.
Yeah, actually, let me just Sister Des Asenos is our executive producer, and she's in Hawaii, Paul. So thank
Sorry,
you for
Paul.
that. That's okay. And let's see, Sister Felma says, volunteering gives me a sense of self-fulfillment that I am doing something good for mankind in my own little way. Volunteering for church activity is also my way of thanking God for his blessings. And I love that, Sister Felma. I think I remember, take care, you mentioned yesterday in your program about sharing blessings that you have to others.
Yes, yes, sorry, I did. If I was saying that if you are abundant in your blessings, why not share it, right? Why keep it all? Share it, because once you share it, it returns back in multiple, where you get it back, but even more. As a song, more than we asked for, you get more back. So why not? It's replaceable. And if, for those who are not as fortunate, it's good to just share it. Why not? If you're gonna have more or you're abundant of it, share, right?
Sure.
Sharing is caring.
It is. And,
Right?
I think when the more that you're able to give to others that maybe are less fortunate, the the blessings will come in tenfolds. Believe it or not, it'll come back to you in little more ways than you would imagine. And so, keep sharing that time. And so, time to share. Actually,
Yeah. Actually, I wanted to read, because I feel what Ati Des feels. Ati Des says she did a lot of volunteering at her kids' school so I can see them, more like spy on them, which I did the same thing. And it's a great feeling that the kids call her as Mio's mom, or any one of my kids, even outside of school. I understand that, because I was also the one that always volunteered, um, to help the school, right? But at the same time, to see my children, what are they doing? But it was just so cool to have the kids, or even their friends, saying, hi, Mrs. Shank, or they would even say, hi, Mom, or hi, Mom. I'm like, oh, hi, or Mama Shank. They would say, hi, Mama Shank. So I feel Auntie Des, Auntie Des, must be a Hawaiian thing, because we think alike. I totally would do that even now if I could now volunteer for a school. for Bunso, the youngest, I would he would probably say, "No, don't do it," but I would do the same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. That's so good that moms can volunteer their time too for school. Like a few times I've chaperoned the children on their little field trips, and you get to meet all their friends and have fun with them. So you'll adopt them as your kids as well, and they'll adopt you as the mommy shank and the mommy desk there. So yeah. And Kuya Rod had a acronym already. Shares situations having a resounding effect. And hello to Ate Myrtle. She also does mom volunteering as well for her daughter Noi, and yeah. Okay, and Kuya Rod, he's going with his time acronym, the inspirational moments every time. Loving this. You need to just create your book, Kuya Rod, and so we can, when you publish it, we can read them as we go in our program. All right. Okay. And that wraps up for that part of our discussion on volunteering. And I know volunteering is a good thing, and so we're gonna go and listen to our verse of the week. It's entitled "How to Find Love" by Brother Roel David.
Have you ever heard of that saying, it's so easy to fall in love, but hard to find someone who will catch you? In other words, falling in love is easy, but what's hard is finding someone who will reciprocate that same love. Finding that lifetime partner is a goal that many people wish for. But when does one start to fall in love with the right person? And how do we know if he or she is the right person for us? I'm Brother Roel David, and I'll be reading to you the verse of the week here in Proverbs 19:14. House and land are handed down from parents, but a congenial spouse comes straight from God. The Bible teaches us that house and land can be inherited from our parents, which we know is true. But when it comes to a congenial spouse or a compatible spouse, that comes straight from the Lord God. And so, if we give our hearts to God first by following His will and His commands, then He will be the one to give us that lifetime partner that we've been searching for. As true Christians, we should really take this to heart. And so let's continue to work hard in strengthening our relationship with God first. And for our viewers who may want to know more of what the Bible says about what we should search for in our partner, we invite you to study with us here in the Church of Christ and learn more about God's teachings taught from the Holy Scriptures. Stay safe, stay strong, stay faithful, and God bless.
And thank you for that, Paul, by our brother Roel David. I'm just so intrigued with his American Sign Language there. He does that so effortlessly, and um, it's an amazing skill to also have. And I think we need to all learn that as well too. So thank you for that reminder that we need to seek God first for His love. Then He'll shower us with the love that we're looking for. Maybe like in a partner in life, right? That holds true. And that holds very true for all of us. And I just wanted to also share that you can find these verses of the week. There, we have a YouTube channel, INC Media, or you can go to the website, www.incmedia.org, and just punch in the search box there, verse of the week. And just know that these verses of the week do come up at such appropriate times, or just when you need to hear something motivational or inspirational. There you have it, all the verse of the week. And thank you for that to the church administration for having that for us. And so we go on to our next musical break, and it is entitled For You Only and Ikaw Pa Rin. Um, Only You is the translation. And I believe we have another song request that was shared earlier. Um, we're going to grab that one in a bit. Atikar, do you know that one?
I think it was by Kuyorad, Brotherhood. I think the text do
Brotherhood.
have that ready. Yes, so
Yes.
Brotherhood will be
Okay.
playing
Thank you.
third. Yes.
Okay. All right. So we're going to go on to our musical break and take a listen to these beautiful songs. And we'll be right back here with myself, Brother Andrew, and Atikar.
I'm singing my song. I'm singing for you. You are almighty. Your love lasts for eternity. Here I am with all my heart. I long to feel you near. Please find me worthy, I pray, as I offer you praises today.
Ika'y walang pasimula at wala ring wakas, at ang labi bukal ng pangako na wakas. Ang aking isusumpat sa palad di guguhit. Ako'y akong muli, ikaw rin ang pag-ibig. Ang kulay ay kukupas, ubod ay malalanta, bato ay mapapasag, ilog ay maiga, mapipigit ang mata, matitikom ang bibig. Ako'y akong muli, ikaw rin ang pag-ibig. Ang halik ay tatamlay, ang yakap ay kakalas, ang ngiti at ang kaway, ang akbay at ang anas, maaaring mawala, malimot matamawag lihit. Ako'y akong muli, ikaw rin ang pag-ibig. Pagkat sa'yo nagmula ang buhay ko at lakas, kaya't Ama, ikaw rin ang wakas ko at walang simula at wala ring wakas, at ang labi bukal ng pangako na wakas. Ang aking isusumpat sa palad di guguhit. Ako'y akong muli, ikaw rin ang pag-ibig.
Your requested song, our favorites, Faith and Melody Heartbeats.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a brotherhood. We're one big happy family, bonded in true Christianity. That's how God made you and me to work together as one body. We were meant to be one new man to fulfill the Father's magnificent plan. But now we must all understand that brotherhood is a strict command. Everybody, let's go, let's all band together. Let's team up for a holy endeavor, a helping hand to those in need. Love the sisters and brothers, that's a noble deed. So come on, come on. Brothers and sisters, let's not fight. That's not right in the Father's sight. He wants us all to unite, and I tell you, things will be alright. Come, my friends, it feels so good to uphold the love of the brotherhood to every member of the Church of Christ. Yes, it should be 100% fully understood. Yeah, brotherhood, y'all. True Church of Christ. One big happy family. We gotta love each other. And uphold the love of the brotherhood. Let's uphold the love of the brotherhood. Everybody, let's go. Let's all band together. Team up for a holy endeavor. A helping hand to those in need. Love the sisters and brothers, that's a noble deed. So come on, come on. Everybody, let's go. Let's all band together. Team up for a holy endeavor. A helping hand to those in need. Love the sisters and brothers, that's a noble deed. Everybody, let's go. So come on, come on. You members of the Church of Christ. We want that. Everybody, let's go. Let's all band together. Team up for a holy endeavor. A helping hand to those in need. Love the sisters and brothers, that's a noble deed. Life. So come on, come on. Yeah.
Your requested song. Our favorites. Faith and Melody Heartbeats.
And welcome back to Faith and Melody. And yeah, we just listened to three beautiful songs again. For You Only, Ikal Parin, and English translation, as I had reached out to a lifeline. English translation is Only You, and Kuya Rod's song request is Brotherhood. First time I'm hearing that song, so thank you for sharing that, Kuya Rod. All right, let's go on to let's talk some more. Let's talk some more. Sharing our time, sharing our life. Which would you prefer? Organize a volunteer activity, or you choose where and when? And there's a whole thing about choosing where we want to volunteer. You want to organize something like organize a volunteering activity. What would you choose? For me, I prefer to choose where and when. And one of them is that I'm thinking of right now for our local congregation is blood donation, volunteering to donate our blood, because right now a lot of our times here, especially especially we're approaching winter, and blood supply seems to go down, and so they're encouraging us to donate our blood. So that's part of volunteering our time to go out and donate. It'll take only like a little poke, a little bit, but it's okay. It doesn't last that long, and then they take your blood for like about 15 minutes, maybe less, depending on how your blood flows. But I like to do that. In fact, I'm doing that next weekend, and so that's for me on my own. But I'm planning to do one for our local congregation in the next few months. So I prefer to choose where and when. But then again, it doesn't matter. Anywhere to volunteer is good. How about for you folks? Do you rather organize a volunteering activity, or do you want to choose where you want to go and do it?
I'm kind of
Thank you.
both. Now, December 1st, we'll be donating blood as a local congregation at High Point. Um,
Hey,
but sometimes I like to be part of an organized activity so I can concentrate on volunteering, like on a cleanup. If it's already planned, then I can just go out there and pick up as much trash as I can and beautify the environment to the max in the period of time I have. But at the same time, I love to be part of planning of activities for our local congregation. And if the district asks me for the district to give my input and help out so we can go somewhere, we can reach different people, we can show appreciation for firefighters and policemen, we can clean up the environment. There's so many things we can do. And then sometimes there's just nice stuff you do, like you wave in a car in front of you in a situation where people are merging and everybody's happy, or there's many, many different ways you can do. So I kind of prefer both.
yeah, I'll take care. What's your insight on that? Do you like to put things together, or go choose something to
It
volunteer?
depends as well. It depends as well. I could do both. Also, if it is an organized activity, it is a lot easier to plan ahead and expect what's going to happen on that day. So it is like this weekend, we'll actually have a health outreach in Northeast California in the Sacramento locale. So if you're going to be in the locale or in that area, um, we do have some free services. So, to be there and to help out, and it's already organized, it's so much easier to go there and volunteer and help because now you know what to expect. But I also like the choose where and when, and maybe even be surprised, because it's always also fun to right, get you excited to see, well, what's going to happen today, what's the plan today, and then go with it, right, go with the flow with that, right. And so yeah, a little bit of both for me as well.
Yeah. I don't mind doing either way. Like I'm planning, like I said earlier, I'm planning one for our local congregation, and hopefully there'll be more places to volunteer. There's other places to volunteer outside. Um, you can always check the websites in your community, and sometimes they're giving away clothes, slightly used clothes, especially like now it's winter, and a lot of most of the time here we're looking for um, we look to donate things or volunteer and give away um, warm clothes or socks or jackets or gloves because it does get very, very cold here in the Pacific Northwest. So things like that. There's other places that you can volunteer. Have any one of you, I know you mentioned in the schools, like Mommy Care always goes and help out at the schools. Um, are there other places that you've done to volunteer your time outside of the Iglesia de Cristo activities?
Actually, I have, when I was a little bit younger, what's really fun is to go to the hospitals and volunteer in um, the newborns. And there you get to, at the time you were able to, you would get your gown on and clean up and, wash hands and everything. But you get to hold the babies because they love to be caressed. They love to be held. And you just rock them. You just rock them because they need the attention. Sometimes they're short staffed at the hospital, so they just need the volunteers. And if you know me, I love kids, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why I did a lot of volunteering for like daycares and Montessori's, and I did a lot of nanny jobs, and I think that helped me in the future to be a stay-at-home mom with four boys. So that it always turns out how it needs to be because he has that path for us, right? So yeah, go out there and volunteer. There's so many, like you said, Manong Flo, go on the computer and look up the things you can volunteer and see what interests you. Because there's actually some cool and fun stuff there too. Not only experience, but it's also a learning process. It's a learning process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to like there are times when you get to meet people in your community and to volunteer your time there in the community. It's it's something that opens your eyes and gives you a sense of appreciation of what you already have. And so when you volunteer there, you meet people, and it's a perfect way to share your faith as well. If you carry those INC media cards, share that as well and say, hey, by the way, hand them the card and check out our website. Who knows? They might just click the one of the links there and probably want to find out what the church is all about. So, have you had any chance, Brother Andrew, to do any kind of outside of the church type of volunteering?
Um, Years ago, when I was a student, I would tutor people in math. And I'll give you an illustration of a problem that usually tricks people. It's a storybook problem. There's a motorboat on one side of the lake, and an island in the middle of the lake, and a rowboat on the other side of the lake. And you would say, which gets there faster? The motorboat. And I would go, no, not necessarily. You're assuming they start at the same time. If the rowboat started 6 hours before the motorboat, we might be able to row up there in 6 hours before the motorboat even got started. And that's how I teach. It sounds funny, but that's how you teach
Right.
mathematical storybook problems, concepts in middle school. And there's all sorts of tricks to math that you can share with people, and they go, oh. Or you can make, or for elementary school, you can make them or get flashcards for multiplication tables. There's all sorts of ways you can teach people how to be more comfortable with math. And then they're not fighting math all the time. It's just like any other subject for them, because for whatever reason, a certain percentage of the population have what I call math phobia. But if you're patient with them and break it down for them, they too can just be relaxed with math. And
Mhm.
all of a sudden they can finish their quiz in half the amount of time and just relax for the rest of the quiz and hand in their paper in math and get 100 and have a smile from ear
Yeah,
to ear.
yeah, nice. Yeah. So also, we've done. I know it was a church sponsored activity where we went out in the community and pick up and clean up our neighbor area. Um, and so what we did was we connected with the community leaders here in Portland and coordinated with them to go out and clean up our community, which made it a m- big difference in our areas. And that way we get to also, share our faith as well and put our name out there that there is Iglesia Ni Cristo or the Church of Christ that's in our community. And so before we go on to that next um, questions there, um, I want to read. Hi, Kuya Ian Santos, there from Australia. He said to serve is of the greatest honor, but nothing matters more but to him. And yeah, to serve. And I'm gonna keep that one cut, Andrew. Work without regret or volunteer without regret, right? Um, and so, it's never a lost time. Brother Ian went on to say, my preference to use my time is involving my time to be part of organized activities. And he agrees with you, Brother Andrew. Sister Tony says, I like doing simple things through organized ones are fun too. There are lots of ways to do it and um, in day to day. Also, let's see. Um, Ate, Ate Care, you want to read some more of that from Ate
Sure.
Tony?
Sure. Auntie Tony says that she was once at a drive-through and it was going very slow, but she decided to wait it out instead of just leaving. She found out that the staff was super short staffed, and instead of being angry or mad, she actually gave them a tip and shared her faith. Right? Shared her faith. That's awesome. And the cashier said she was touched because of the message, and she left a card, and she just kept thanking her, even like when she was leaving. So sometimes, you have to listen and do things simple for people, and it goes a long ways. It uplifts and encourages them to keep going. That's actually a really nice thing. Auntie Myrtle in BC, in Canada, she says that she does volunteering the acts of kindness with the INC giving team. Um, she said that you know they'll they'll be celebrating or not celebrating. They have like special occasions coming up, and they like to make small care packages for the homeless and walk around downtown Vancouver. I've seen that downtown. It's a little overwhelming. And to be able to do that and to share what you have or give that time to share what we do have, again, is that abundant blessings that we have, is to be able to hand them out and give that to them, and maybe even possibly give them a card and help out. That's actually a really good volunteer. I would like to come there one day and actually experience that, or maybe just in the car, just watch, just watch the Myrtle
Yeah.
do that stuff. But that's awesome. I mean, volunteering. Um, one of there's so many things to do. One more from Ati Myrtle. She says
Mhm.
volunteering at a local food bank is also great to do. You sort and you pack the food coming in. She does park and beach cleanups are great too. And volunteer at a local pet shelter. I've heard about the pet shelter where they do need people to play with the animals and maybe even give them a bath. They need that as just as well. And if you have that time, go for it. Go for it. There's just so many things as members of the Church of Christ we could do, and let those outside our church see, the kindness we do have and how much we want to spread that and how much we care, right, Manang Flo?
Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to add to Ate Myrtle says kindness benefits those receiving and giving. So either you're giving, you're receiving. Um, being kind boosts serotonin and dopamine. And so those are good hormones. So keep sharing, keep caring, and that's a good thing to have is to get those good hormones going there for you. Just wanted to say hello to Sister Gian Vanessa from Finland. Good evening to you there. She is from INCRadio Northern Europe Satellite Studio from Helsinki, Finland. Wow, thank you for joining us. Ate Noemin Jimenez, she says hello to all of us. And she says, happy listening from Barcelona, Spain. Yep.
Ooh,
Wow. You got to go there too. Visit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. Let's do this. Okay. So when, what, what, what is your inspiration when you volunteer? What is it? Who or what was your inspiration in volunteering? Um, for me, I think it's the what just wanting to do volunteering. I think it's just a good thing. Um, Watching those who can share, just even in the general public, just seeing others sharing. I want to do that too and volunteer. And so it's good to see those that does it um, so easily. And that's something that a lot of us wants to do, and even for me. And I just wanted to share, like here in it's cold now, and so what Manong Jesse and I do is we go buy a bunch of socks. We buy a bunch of socks, and then like we're waiting at a traffic light, and maybe we see someone trying to, they have a sign, but I'm gonna so we hand them socks, and we've done that, and they're very very happy because, mind you, here it gets cold. It can dip into the 20s or even the teens, and so socks is good, or even gloves as well. So um, that's what we do. And so who and or what was your inspiration in volunteering, Ka Andrew?
I guess for my first inspiration was probably as a student and seeing others around me. As I mentioned, math has been pretty easy for me. And when I saw somebody having math as a hurdle, I wanted to volunteer to help them because I don't like to see people stuck. I don't like to see people frustrated. So I want to help them out. Now that I've been a member of the Church of Christ for over half my life, I am a convert. Um, I was baptized actually the year you graduated from, I believe, high school. Um, but
Wow.
the bottom line is seeing a lot of the volunteering inside the Church of Christ has motivated me even more.
Mhm.
And parts of it is a fulfillment at your own level. Part of it's helping out other people. Part of it's being a group of people who are cleaning up the environment. Part of it's reaching out and making people's lives better. Parts of it's singing for a cause and seeing the smiles in the residents of the assisted living facilities. I could go on, but anytime you benefit, it's so helpful. Even going to like a soup kitchen and helping them sort and put out boxes and load up trucks, and you can see the difference that you can make through a few hours of hard work and the smiles on everybody's faces. Um, and there's one thing I learned in the military, that's that you don't all face the same way and hand each other. You have every other person face the opposite way. And then it's much easier when you hand the box down the line to load something up. So that's a tip I learned from the military that I use when volunteering. So it's just a lot of collective knowledge, experience, sharing, engaging, infectious positivity that motivates me.
Yeah. Yeah, just making people happy and and see them smile. I know Ate Care loves to see people smile. So, what other things that makes you wanna or inspire you to volunteer Ate Care?
Manong Flo, because we're like middle aged, right? And this is an example. We're middle aged here. So I see the elders, the older
Mhm,
ones out there volunteering. I know, I can attest that one of them is that my grandmother, who at the time was, was around. She used to volunteer at the elementary school, and this is in Hawaii. So she would walk, from home to the elementary school, help feed the kids, and then come home. I mean, this is an everyday thing, right? And I thought that was really awesome for her to still do that, or at the time do that. And then I look back and I see, sometimes I see now that's the elder, and we're kind of like in the middle. Now you go to the younger generation, and some of them are also volunteering. They're doing their part as well, volunteering for the community, which also makes them know that, oh, these are members of the Church of Christ that are volunteering on their own without pay doing this. So you look at the older generation, and then you look at the younger generation. There is no age to volunteer, or there is nothing that they cannot do that to not volunteer. So that's so inspiring to know that whatever age bracket you are in, there is a activity or something out there that you can possibly do. And that is an inspiration, knowing that something out there you might have fun doing, go do it. Go do it. Give it a try. You might like it, then you could do it every year. You could do it all year round. Or again, if it's not the middle age looking at the elders or the young group, it could be the young group looking at the middle age and the elders saying, wow, doesn't matter what age, if they could do it, I could do it, right? I could
Right.
do it.
I love that you pointed out that, volunteering there's no, you don't have to put an age to it. It could be as young as the kids that we have here, um, our children, our very own children, or um, even when they are the children's worship service age, which is like 4 years and 4 years and on, or even us, the older ones, and we anytime we want to. There's no age to it, so it doesn't matter as long as, like what Ati Myrtle said, you put out those happy hormones, dopamine and serotonin. You got this. And so yeah, I think everyone that we see around trying to make good with everyone, and that's what we need, is everyone trying to make good for others. Anyone else want to add before we go on to our musical break?
Yes, one time I was in a INC giving activity in Fayetteville, and my three oldest grandchildren are there. And it was so much fun to be with three of my grandchildren and two of my children and my wife. And we were all together doing, helping the community. And it's so much fun when you have three generations of your family and all sorts of other brothers and sisters in the Church of Christ helping out the community. And you have the boundless energy of children who are less than 10 years old. You have those like you who are in the middle age, and you have senior citizens like myself all working together, and everybody's just having a blast. Everybody's like, aren't you tired, Paul? You've been moving for 3 hours. I said, no, I'm feeding off of everybody's energy, Paul. I'm happy doing this. Let's keep going.
Yeah, I think that is amazing when you see everyone working together, and that energy just stays up there, and just helping others who maybe need our help, and we're blessed to be able to do that. And so that's our inspiration. Just want to read one more. Sister Myrtle says, my why, sharing my faith through doing good, is to spread kindness. The world is so miserable. Why not add some happiness to it? And you could start a kindness snowball to grow. And I love that too. Yes. Kindness snowball. That's definitely what would happen, right? And I know Akuya Rod says yes. And thank you for pointing that out as well. Yes, we are volunteering our time here at Care. Andrew, myself, this is our volunteer time because we love to do what we're doing. We're helping others to be inspired as well and learning something along the way. All right, so we're gonna go on to our next part of our program today. We're gonna listen to a couple more songs, and we're at this time. I think the three of us are gonna pick our best comments out there, so that we can share that after our last stretch of our program. So let's go and listen to the next following songs, and it's entitled "Let Us All Work Together." And the next song, and the song after that is entitled
You
Let's
got this,
do
Mother.
this.
You got this.
I got my wish from Ate Des. Okay, so
Yes.
Tagalog songs indeed. Mag umapaw ang pag-asa. It's in English translation. It is hope will be overflowing. I hope I got that right. So let's go ahead and listen to that, and we'll be right back with Faith and Melody.
God gives us His mercy and the strength to serve. The reason why He gave us life. The times we're facing may have changed, but we will always stay on His side. No time to waste right now. We have all got to uphold our spiritual fervor. By now we should know that soon that day will come when we will all be saved. Let's finish our race. Let's keep on moving and keep our desire to reach our goal. Let us keep reaching higher. Only God teaches and fight for our faith. Uphold our spiritual fervor today. And let's all work together and let's praise God forever. Let's all work together and we will praise His name. We'll praise God's holy name. Eager to serve, eager to share the truth to mankind everywhere. Fulfill God's work and never cease to do His will. Let's always be united in the church and one with the administration. Let's pray for the Lord we bear. Don't give up, we're almost there. Keep moving forward, our faith will move onward and push us forward. Our home there in heaven. Let's keep on moving and keep our desire to reach our goal. Let us keep reaching higher. Obey God's teachings and fight for our faith. Uphold our spiritual fervor today. And let's all work together and let's praise God forever. Let's all work together and we will praise His name. We'll praise God's holy name. Don't slow down, let's keep our hope alive. We don't have much time, so we should keep on pushing towards the eternal life, where we'll be together with all our fellow brethren, all of our loved ones and friends who held on to their faith until the end. The promise of our Father to all of those who follow will be fulfilled. So we should keep on moving. Let's keep on moving and keep our desire to reach our goal. Let us keep reaching higher. Obey our teachings and fight for our faith. Uphold our spiritual fervor today. And let's all work together and let's praise God forever. Let's all work together. We'll praise His name. We'll praise God's holy name.
Napapago na ba ang puso't isip natin? Ang nakapasan ba ay bumibigat na rin? Ilapit sa Ama ang ating sarili, makikinig at sasaklolo siyang parati. Ang laking dalangin ng namamahala, tumibay sanang lalo ang ating pag-asa. Laging manalig at manghawa sa magagawa ng Ama. Magtiwala sa sobrang bigat na magtiwala ka pa rin, maging matatag ka pa rin. Tinutulot ng Ama ang mga pangyayari, di para tayo manghina, kundi upang lalong magsumisig sa Kanya at lalo pang magtiwala sa Ama. Magtiwala sa Ama, palatandaan na tutuyo siya sa Kanyang kapangyarihan. Gagawin sa atin, tunay na mag-uumapaw ang ating pag-asa. Ang ating pag-asa.
And welcome back to Faith and Melody. We've been talking about, time to share, meaning we're volunteering our time and, helping others. And we got some song requests going. So we're going to hopefully play one of these songs and we'll get there. But we earlier heard let us all work together. I noticed there too, and I believe I was looking at the banner part of this song, and I see a sister Leanne Demopoy, who's did the music. One of them, one of three brethren who did the music on this song, and I believe that is Sister Vicky Demopoy's daughter.
Yes, yes. And she's
Oh,
actually
nice!
in Elk Grove, right here in Northeast California.
Yay! So good to know that we have brethren even here in the U.S. region that helps with songs and with our INC original music. And we also heard Mag Umapaw ang Pag-asa, hope will be overflowing. All right, we're gonna hit the home stretch of our program today. And so, how did volunteering impact yours or others' life? I think we mentioned this from time to time as we were discussing about this, time sharing and volunteering. So, I'll ask either of you can speak up, whether up to you if you want to just go first. How did volunteering impact yours and others' lives? Go for it.
Volunteering impacting lives. Obviously, the first result, you can see the smiles on the face of the recipients, and then you can sense just the warmth in the heart of those who are sharing. There was a congregation called San Leandro. Um, Back in that time, they were in Northern California. And one time we were doing a CWS visitation. We went with them to a hospital and we were sharing our kindness and singing for people and helping them out. And later it came to find out that they had some Bible students from what had happened at that hospital, some of the relatives. They were so interested that they wanted to hear more about the Church of Christ because they were so moved by the brethren doing that visitation and that singing for a cause and bringing those gift packages. So that's a positive impact I've seen. I've mentioned before about the tutoring and how I helped remove the mathematical block for many of my fellow students back in the day. One time I had a car stuck and a person did an act of kindness to me, and he got my vehicle working, and I said, thank you so very much. I said, the only kindness I can do is share for you. Would you come to this event to our church? We're having a picnic on this day. And he became a Bible student and a member of the Church of Christ. And it was kind of baliktad or backwards because he was actually the one who helped me. So there's a lot of ways that helping out, you play it forward. I'm even seeing an effect on traffic. Sometimes you see people get mad at each other, but one time we let in this car and them, and they waved, and we saw them down the road, and they let in another car and they waved, and it seemed like everybody was more relaxed on that little group of cars as we were driving. And I remember back in the day that people would kind of wave at each other and smile on the interstate and give each other a thumbs up or an okay signal. And it's just, there's different ways to play it forward as far as volunteering and being kind to one another.
Yeah.
Sister Care, what do you think?
Yes, I totally agree. That's true to that. So the question is, how did volunteering impact mine and others' lives? I think volunteering also gives us the sense of being patient. Not everything you do will be paid, and that's just life itself. There are things that you do when you do volunteer, you learn. It's a growing process just as well. It's actually it's a free growing process. It's something for you to experience. It's something for you to take in if you are young, to bring it down the future in your life. Again, as for me, volunteering um, at these jobs while I was still young actually brought it to my future to be able to take care of my children. I didn't think of it at that time at the way. I just love being around kids because they're so unconditional. They just have so much love, and it taught me, as young as the little children as I volunteered to, they've also taught me to be patient. They've taught me this is what we like. This is how us young children who you have to translate sometimes that aren't able yet to speak or are speaking toddler language is that you can learn from them as well. So anything that you go and volunteer, it is a learning process. It is something for you to experience. It is something for you to maybe bring into your future. And if it's not in your future because you're as Brother Andrew said, senior citizen, that is maybe something you didn't learn when you were younger, and it's coming into your life now, and you're like, wow, I didn't even know that. So it's a learning process. So go out there and volunteer. It is actually kind of
Yeah.
it is fun, right, Madam Flo?
Yeah.
You don't have to be paid all the time,
No
right?
need.
It's
Sometimes
not work.
you don't have to be paid. Sometimes I think seeing the reaction of others and for yourself as well, you feel happy here. And
Yeah.
um, when you're helping others, you've done a whole world of good to them too. They benefit. It goes both ways. For me, y- it helps us to learn more from the you mentioned learning process, or um, also you build skills and talents through that. Maybe you didn't know you had that talent. Maybe you didn't know you could do that. That's a great time to find out, to be able to have those. And just know, I just wanted to point out that our when we volunteer, that when we go out to look for work, especially for our young ones, it's a good thing to add it to your resume, because
Yes.
then
Yes.
they will see, you gain a lot in other ways, other avenues. And so go ahead and put those for yourself in your resume. Even your time in being an officer inside the Church of
Yes.
Christ. You're volunteering your time. And so that adds to your resume as well when you're looking for work. Because then those who are looking for potential employees, it's a way for them to see, oh, you come from a diverse background. You have a lot of different talents that possibly later in the future, it could be very helpful to the company that you're hopefully going to be working for. And so place that in your resumes as well. So volunteering, although it's unpaid, sharing your time, a lot of us has more time to give, and so give that. And it's a good thing to do such work, is giving, sharing your time, and sharing what you have. And if we have an abundance of it, why not? You make people happy. And so when we volunteer to help a person, the community, or a cause, we become instrumental in achieving goals or objectives and help improve lives in the process. We build new connections and strengthen old ones. A lot of times, a task is easily achieved when there are more willing volunteers to help. Let's try to offer our time to helping others and participate in and ac- actively support all our outreach activities of the church. For example, we have the Care for Humanity, our INC giving, and in different areas of the Church of Christ, we have so many activities that we do that. And the best part is we get to invite our friends, our loved ones to join us. And in the process of that, if they're not members of the Church of Christ, that's one great way that you have shared your faith. All right. And so, are we ready for our top comment? We're going to go to Brother
Mm.
Andrew first. Brother Andrew, did you find yourself? Oh, wait, you're.
To read a comment by Sister Myrtle Ann. My why, aside from sharing my faith through doing good, is to spread kindness. The world is so miserable. Why not add some happiness to it? And you could start a kindness snowball to grow. And I will give honorable mention without reading comments of Sister Zenaida Novastreas, Brother Rog Kayehug, Brother Mark Olivigada, and many, many more because there were great comments.
I know we always have great comments on our programs, whether it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we do appreciate them. And I wish I could have. They're all top comments for me. I always say that every week. Let's find out. I'll take I'll take care. What's your top comment?
Yes, yes, I think they're all top comments just as well. But I did pick one from Sister Felma Tubiera. She says, volunteering gives me sense of self-fulfillment that I am doing something good for mankind in my own little way. Volunteering for church activity is also my way of thanking God for his blessings. I love that last line. It is a way to thank our Almighty God for all the blessings that He's given to us. That's the least you can do, right? To just volunteer for all these church activities. So that was a good one. That was a good one.
Yes, yes, that is. I think that's awesome. Um, Also, I have a top comment and first an acronym by Atisa Naida with Novas Terrace. Share. Sincere help are ravishing, empathetic traits of INC members. That's her acronym there. And then, of course, we have um, Kuya, Kuya Ian Santos. Let's see. Every hand help and a big job becomes small and becomes done quicker. All of you inspire me when you volunteer. And so that's right.
Mhm.
There are times when the work is so huge, but when we have a lot of hands, that is so much more helpful. And so we appreciate all your comments there. And of course, we're going to read them um, after our show and look at all of them. We appreciate all of your participation in in our live chat. And so before we head out to greeting everyone, I'd like to just call on our brethren. Brother Andrew, what do you have as a you want to shout out or promo your programs coming up this weekend?
Saturdays, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific, Little Lambs, INC Radio. Please watch it. And Saturdays, Virginia, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. Please watch it. And I want to shout out to Brother Alvin Apalacio, Brother Steve Inocencio, Brother Moises Cadusali, and Brother Gary Garcia. Thank you, Paul.
Awesome. Thank you, Andrew, for joining us. What do you have going on in Sacramento? Take care.
Yes, yes, we have our INC Radio Sacramento satellite at 11 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. There are activities. It is the health outreach that day. So we will do a live broadcast. If you do have an activity on that day, jump in and let us know what's happening in your side of town. But that is for Sacramento.
So thanks, Ate Care, for joining us today. And for
Okay.
here, INC Radio, Oregon, and it is 2:30 Pacific time, and our topic is growth beyond your comfort zone. And so we're going to have a discussion on that as well. And so we'd like to acknowledge our special brethren who helps us here on our INC radio program. Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our executive minister, our brother Angelo Iranio Manalo, our CEBSI president and CFO coordinator, our INC media production section chief, brother Montreal Boy, INC radio subsection chief, brother Wally Tarai. Thank you so much for always assisting us with and allowing us to have our platform like this, Faith and Melody, and all the satellite studios. Thank you to all who participated in our discussion this morning. We truly, truly appreciate your dedication to Faith and Melody. Remember, we are here Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. Pacific time. Monday, you have Brother Jay and Sister Arabelle, our Ate Care on Tuesday, our solo pilot. And on Wednesday, we have Ate Jonah and Ate Care. And of course, on Thursday, today, yours truly. Tuesday to Friday, Philippines time, midnight in the Philippines. And on Sundays, we have our replays. They play at on Sundays at 10 p.m. So catch the replays there. And the next program that we'll have is Iglesia ni Cristo and the Bible. Topic is the one and only God we should love, by our brothers, minister of the gospel, Brother Jan Bautista and Brother Ariel Evangelista. And we're going to play that last song for you. And I believe it's entitled "We Should Abound," and I think that's a other part of the title. I take care, Misha, for you.
Yeah, Michi for you. I don't know. I think it might be Japanese or Korean, right? It's a different language. So, but in English it is we should abound.
All right, so let's listen to that song, and we hope that you have enjoyed our program. You all have an awesome, awesome day. Take care of each other. Bye for now. We'll see you again next week.
Bye. Thank you, Kuya Tex.
Thanks, Kuya Tex.
Your requested song, our favorites, Faith and Melody Heartbeats.
教会の管理者はいつも教えている信仰希望と愛に満ち溢れようと選ばれたんだ完璧になるために使える時喜ぼうじゃないか神にふさわしくなるために祝祭の行いをいつも思い出そう主イエスと神への強い希望も強めよう試練に合えばいいの神の助けで乗り越えられる諦めないで愛を持って戦おう満ち溢れよう満ち溢れよう満ち溢れよう信仰希望の愛に
Trust in the Lord, God's promise to us all. Trust even when things seem impossible. We are now inside our Lord God's nation. Continue to hope for our promised salvation. Continue in the unseen work of faith in the promised salvation. Patiently wait, let's abound always in the labor of love with firm hope in the promise of our God. Because of our faith, we continue to work. With love, we continue on serving the Lord. Because of hope, we continue on to strive for our Lord Jesus Christ will soon then arrive.
Your requested song. Our favorites. Faith and Melody Heartbeats.
Ito ang INCRadio, DZEM 954, ang tinig ng katotohanan, himpilan ng Iglesia ni Cristo, sumasahimpapawid mula sa Quezon City.